I'm Shireen Tabor, and I'm the director of Empower Women Media. We are passionate about helping people to promote religious freedom in the Middle East and throughout the world. Did you know the world lives with 80% restriction on religious freedom, and we want to change that? The fastest way to promote religious freedom, freedom of conscience, belief, expression, freedom of speech, is through women advocates, media, and any kind of digital platform. We're here today in Washington, D.C., training some of the brightest minds to harness the power of digital media and women advocates to change the world in places like Iran, Afghanistan, Turkey, Syria, Jordan, and throughout the Middle East. We're doing that by equipping people to be frontline workers. We want to see a world where people make their own decisions about their faith. It's not the state. We need separation of church and state, mosque and state. Individuals are ready to make their own decision and to live freely in society. Why? Because religious freedom is good for peace and security. It's good for women's rights. It's good for building strong business economies. We're excited to be here, and we're expecting great progress.
Hello, Dr. Christine Sequenzia here representing the International Religious Freedom Campaign to Eliminate Blasphemy and Apostasy. We are thrilled to be able to attend this conference, the International Religious Freedom Forum, focusing on women's issues in the MENA region, Middle East, Northern Africa. We are a campaign that is really advocating for the elimination of the death penalty in 11 Organization of Islamic countries. And we're hoping to make great strides in the next 12 months, building a coalition of women that are active on this issue here at the conference. Thank you so much.
Nadine Mayenza, the president of the International Religious Freedom Secretariat. It's so important that so many people from the Kurdistan region of Iraq and from other parts of Iraq and the Middle East have come to Washington this week so that we could brainstorm about the best ways forward for policy to support people to really advance religious freedom in the region. So what we need in all parts of the world, the Middle East, Iraq, and beyond, is we need to go beyond just tolerance. We need to be in a place where people accept each other, even with deep theological differences. And so a lot of the work we're doing to advance religious freedom is how can we better advance the idea that people will have a more prosperous, peaceful future if they are able to accept one another with those differences. And so today these conversations have really helped us listen to the people that are here from the Middle East, from Iraq, and see how we can better support them to improve the religious freedom conditions.
Hello, my name is Lorena Youb. I'm an Arab American, Jordanian American, on-air reporter, journalist, and spoken word poet. I'm here at the IRF Forum and Summit in Washington, D.C. at the National Press Club to support religious freedom and women empowerment. It's important because as all of us, we are children of God. And as children of God, we all have a right to express our beliefs in our faith in a respectful way. So as an Arab American, I'm a traditional woman, but I believe that with the proper respect, we can all express our faith in a way in which we can understand one another.
My name is Mansour Bourji. I'm a director of Article 18 organization dedicated to promotion of religious freedom and advocacy on behalf of persecuted Iranian Christians. I'm originally a Kurd from the city of Saqqez, and as a Kurd I've learned that and being a minority how it's important it is to tolerate different views, different ethnicities and different belief systems. So I think it's a fundamental right that everyone has to respect for a better life for everyone.
I'm Lauren Homer. I'm the president of Law and Liberty Trust, and I've been working on religious freedom issues for 32 years in Washington, D.C. What I realized back then in 1990 was that religious freedom was going to be the key issue to bringing other kinds of freedom, including democracy and the rule of law, to various countries. So I started working in Russia, in China, and I've been working in the Middle East for the last about 12 years, primarily focused on Syria, but increasingly on Iran and Afghanistan as well. So I hope that this conference will lead to more people being able to effectively work to achieve religious freedom in their own countries and also democracy and the rule of law.
Slow, نام هدر مرسر به کردی نام ویان کوری and I'm really excited to have been a part of the International Religious Freedom Forum here in Washington, D.C. today, where we've been talking about religious freedom issues, specifically in Iraq and the Kurdistan region. And we've been talking about some very important topics and the need to continue to progress in the areas of religious freedom for minorities in Iraq. And it's been wonderful to help talk about how Kurdistan has really led the way for those issues in the greater Middle East. But we're looking forward to seeing more progress and advancement for religious minorities living in the region and how the Kurds can help facilitate that.
Hi everyone, I am Cemre Ülker. I'm the UN representative of Journalist Emeritus Foundation. We are an international civil society organization affiliated with the United Nations Department of Global Communications. And I have been invited to the IRF Forum as an advocate working on reporting and monitoring the systemic state-led civil and political rights violations taking place in Turkey. We recently had our working group on Turkey, but I don't specifically work on religious freedoms, but I have this great passion where I think human rights comes in as a package. So whichever right is violated, it will eventually have an impact on our right to practice any religion that we believe in. So that's why I'm here today at the IRF Forum raising awareness on intersectionality of all forms of human rights for all.
Hi, my name is Annie McKinney, Director of Communications and Operations at the International Religious Freedom Secretariat, and I'm here at the IRF Forum for the past couple days. And one thing I wanted to say that is quite remarkable about this past couple days is how impactful it was and how you brought together builders from all over the world, not just Washington, D.C. You had people coming in from Pakistan, you had people coming in from Japan and other places. And to see them all come together and talk about what religious freedom means to them is quite remarkable. And the action plans we have developed here these past couple days and seeing where they're going in the future will be extraordinary. And I'm so excited to see what my fellow colleagues come up with just by bringing us together.